What's up, Strike Team, and welcome back to another episode of Strike Team Official. And today we have the man from Karate Unity himself, Chris Hanson, who is, I believe he was my second ever interview on this channel. Thank you, sir. And when I started looking for like martial artists that were into that practical space that had originally inspired me to do it, you were one of the first guys I found on YouTube. So I appreciate, because you were already in the space when I hadn't even like really decided if I was gonna really hop into this yet. So I appreciate that first off. And he came here to Sensei Myers, who is my Shorin instructor. And he came,
Happy to be here.
and he came out here to teach a seminar all the way from Canada and going over pretty much how he uses and how he sees his practical application, how you, like your cross-training and everything, created the process in which you find your Bunkai in application.
Yeah, well, I got beaten up. So I did, in a nutshell, I did about 14 years of Shorin. And during that end of that time, I started looking at other martial artists and seeing what they're doing. And I cross-trained with boxers and JKD guys and this and that, and I was having trouble, lots of trouble. And only because our training was different. We never trained dynamically with footwork and all this kind of stuff. All the dachiwazas are all there in karate, but we don't string them together in the way that other arts do. And it's not that it's bad, it's just a different training method. But I was running into blocks, so my striking was gone to shit. I was having my hands down low, right? All high line shot, I was taught to block like this kind of thing. And this is fine, but this is the only game I had. You know what I mean? And these kind of things. So I found limitations. And then I was thinking, I need a change, but I was scared to move because of the organization and just the whole
Politics
culture of it all. It's just disrespectful to leave, and you know, and I mean this in no disrespect to anyone, but that was just the reality. And I think a lot of traditional guys can feel the same way. I met some Kempo guys, and Kempo, if you don't know, is a very mixed system by default. Ed Parker mixed a ton of systems in his Kempo, and one of my Kempo teachers, shout out to Vic Arnold, he passed away in 2014, but he cross-trained with Ed, and he got certified as a Canadian instructor. And these guys were striking, grappling, incorporating Remy Presas, Arnis flows in there.
Okay.
You know, my teacher went and studied with the Gracies, and he would throw in Gracie movements in there.
So you're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he trained with Tony Blauer and studied Tony Blauer's stuff and the Spear system.
All that
kind of stuff. So he would give me all this information. He says, look, study this, study that. He basically told me, study it all, man. Study it all.
The total opposite experience.
Yeah, very different. So I couldn't deny this man. So I was secretly training with him.
Okay.
Okay, it's cat's out of the bag, but I was. And then I had to say goodbye, and so I left Shorin. And then I trained under Vic, and I felt at home there. It's like, oh my God, we're doing all these ranges now. But again, I got beaten up by JKD guy.
Okay.
Right?
I feel like that's the start for a lot of us.
I had trouble. I had trouble with JKD guy, and again, boxing hands, trapping hands, insertions, leg picks. The striking to grappling and to clinch was a big problem. We trained those things in isolation at Kempo, but we never really kind of blended them all together. So that blend was missing. So then I migrated into you know, mixed kind of training. So I got myself in a Muay Thai gym. I did some Krav, some JKD and stuff. And then as I was doing all of these things, I started to see the same movement patterns and mechanics used in everything I learned since I was a kid.
Okay.
And this was a constant thing that was popping out at me.
Okay.
Right? So in Naihanchi, we have this movement here. And we were just taught it like this. I learned to understand that this is a mechanic. So, I mean, an alphabet is a letter, right? But we don't use the letter to speak. We combine it with other things. So when I went to JKD and I did some Wing Chun, I noticed that they do the simultaneous split entries against like, you know, a shot like this, or if a guard's like this, they would pass and hit right in, and they would pressure, they would blast right in. And I was thinking, you know, we do that same intensity in Naihanchi. And think about it, we would ki on that movement. And so when we ki in that movement, that means there's an energy burst on that movement, which means it's a ballistic entry. It's a ballistic shot, right?
Okay, yeah, no,
I mean, it only makes sense because think about it. In the kata, the one of the movements is
it's very
like this.
strong.
It's strong and it's all core activation,
Yeah.
and it's tension right at the end. There's fudging, the Chinese term fudging is coiling energy. There's this right at the end, and you're looking this way, and it's so. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, all right, the bunkai was hitting someone to the side, but if you just strip off the directionality of that and just look at the mechanics behind it, you're simultaneously crashing in, and then you're just going to work from there. You know, and so split entries. So now JKD does it, Muay Thai does it, Wing Chun does
Boxing
it,
does it.
Boxing does it, Sambo does it to clear hands to get in. BJJ guys do that kind of stuff. Crash in. Tactical combative guys crash into these kind of things.
Okay.
So that crash, that simultaneous two on one, two hands to one hand, is in all these arts. So
Okay, so what I'm getting is you were looking at the similarities of all the principles.
Yes.
Like the limited amount of principles.
Yes.
And the similarities between all the arts
Yeah.
and kind of bridging the gaps between those things.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll just have these creative adaptations I don't even necessarily see in the way I decode the Bunkai. That way of splitting hands and seeing that as splitting hands, I had never thought about that until you kind of showed it. And I just want to show that one more time.
yeah.
Because I do, because even though you're saying we're here, but I notice is like, if I'm bladed well,
Yeah.
it's still that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the same.
Yeah.
So I'll
And- yeah, go ahead. So yeah, and then you just go right from there. Yeah, and even if you retract that, right? I'm still coming in. And you know, you guys have this Muashi shot, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You're crashing in to get into something. You're crashing into
yeah.
clinch, right?
I think that's one of the big differences between the two of us is you're able to see these things at a longer range because I'm very in the clinch range when I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
Would you mind showing us?
Okay, can I just add something real quick?
Go for it.
So you know how, you know, we did it today in the seminar where we're like this, right?
Yeah.
But we can do it, it doesn't matter which stance, and I can even do it on the lead hand too.
Okay.
So if you're here, let's just say you're on this side. Let's say we're on this side, right? Instead of me going like that, okay, I just basically, boom, I just hit right in.
Wait, that's in Naihanchi.
Yeah, it's like that, yeah, but it's the same thing though.
It's the same as that?
It's the same idea because you have 2 on 1. You're going 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1.
Just the married hands principle.
Yeah.
Which you talked.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that? Right? Have you explained that?
I didn't explain that today.
I know you've talked about it with it before. Would you mind explaining that? Because I see that in a lot of what you do, the married hands principle.
Yeah. So, shout out to Andy Allen. He kind of introduced me to the husband and wife hands. Apparently, that's what it's called. Motubo's husband and wife hands. I don't know the theory behind it, but the idea is just a 2 on 1, putting 2 hands on one center line target, right? And this is accomplished by this, right? So today we were doing it as a split entry. So if we're in like these kind of guard here, okay, and he fires something, I'm just going to use that to touch and go. I'm going to split the D by getting offline. And again, guys, there's nothing special here. I learned this from boxing, and I learned this from my training in JKD, for example, and Wing Chun. So I split the D, I get offline, and I hit, okay? And then from there, I'm chasing. So from here, I'm just gonna go boom, boom, right? Or if I didn't get a chance to teach this today, but if he does that, so bam, and then I'm gonna get into some sort of a clinch, you know, from there. So I strike to clinch. And guys, there's nothing special here. If you look at MMA guys, they do that. Muay Thai guys do that, right?
Can I? So something
Please, yeah.
that again, this is based on what you just did.
Yeah.
And again, working with you is opening my mind to some things that I hadn't really overly thought. You're talking about the married hands principle, right? Or husband and wife.
Yes.
And one thing I do this all the time in Muay Thai is I will cover both hands. If I'm entering, I'll cover both.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the same. It's a
Yeah.
very, very similar principle.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going flowy instead of
Yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah.
But I'll cover both hands.
Yeah.
And
you
then
go.
begin
Then you go.
trapping
Beautiful.
into stuff.
Eric Paulson calls that Frankenstein hands.
Ah.
It just calls it. It's basically double long guard.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
boom,
yeah.
Right here.
Which is
Yeah.
husband and wife hand technique, really.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Can I just add something to that?
Go for it.
Okay, so you know I have this.
Yeah.
I do this all the time, and I gotta give it to Sammy Ng. I haven't stayed in touch with you. I don't know where you are, but I thank you for this. When we were back at Wong's, we were sparring, and you did this to me, and I remember this. It's a double hand trap. It's the same thing. So we're here. We're moving around. We're moving around. Boom! And I just throw that in there.
Yeah.
Right? It's like bam!
Boom.
Right? Yeah. So now I made contact with this, right?
I'm thinking up here.
Yeah, it's right here. It's like bam, right? Or you can go here, boom, inside, or you can even do it with one hand, boom, right? Or you can do it as a simulation. So I'm here and I want to get a flinch off of you, boom, and I hit you here. So I clap and I hit you. I've nailed guys like this.
That's
Yeah.
my brain is in the total wrong spot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm seeing both hands
It's
move
like,
simultaneously.
boom, and you bring it down.
Yeah.
It's just another flinch. It's another a way to flinch, to get a flinch.
I love it.
But you're using, I got this from, it's called, in Wing Chun, they call it a jutsao. But it's all names, but it's, all these arts have names, but it's just principles. The idea is, you're trying to get them off, you're trying to distract the hands, you're trying to stuff, right? So either stuff energy, pull energy, double or single, right? You can do it in the air even, just to get a distraction, like boom, and get that down and set up your hands. You can go crazy with that.
I love it. Also,
Yeah.
and since you're on horn, the lack of tell in the lower body after that, the way you chain it in such a way where I don't see that the kick is coming until
Yeah.
after I'm like, oh,
It's easy to slip it in.
Yeah.
I've done it in sparring a lot.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
I might post this video after I've used it at least twice.
I
Somebody.
called it the clap trap, but it's
like it.
nothing special, really. It's nothing special. It's just something that I've seen. So you asked me, how do I string all this together? I'm always looking for patterns.
Okay.
That's it. I'm always looking for patterns, and I'm frustrated with what I've learned before. And I take ownership of that. It's me, right? My teachers did the best they could and gave me what they can, given their rule set and all this. But come on, at the end of the day, they're giving this stuff to me.
Yeah.
I have to make this stuff work. I can't blame it on my teacher.
All right.
I gotta. So hey, I'm gonna go out there and cross train. So when I do that, I see all these same things. I see double hand jut, boom. I see this in Mantis. They do all these things in Mantis.
Yeah, they do. That's
all
true.
these kind of things, right?
That's true.
So there's all these hooks.
We're
and-
going out, but if you go in instead, that's in a bunch of our stuff as well.
Yeah.
You just
boom.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
It's like you're here, right? Boom, and you hit that, right?
Yes.
And it's like I shout out to Elon from Inside Fighting. Do you know that channel? Inside Fighting channel? Yeah, Elon's a great guy. But he was talking about, it's called offsetting, right? So it's very difficult, if I hit you, boom, it's very difficult to see that,
Yes.
right? I'll almost always hit you there because I'm getting you, boom, I'm getting you, I'm hitting you, I'm offsetting you. You can only think one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got a big one here too.
Yeah.
My old coach Eddie Abasolo, he fights for one championship.
Yeah.
One of his main things, and this is something he's posted it before online, so I don't think he's gonna be mad for me saying it. He is known for this, and this is one of his drills, not mine.
Yeah.
Okay, but for the drill you don't have to move so much.
Okay,
it's
okay,
the same principle. It's just the
Boom. Yeah.
like literally walking
Yes.
and moving.
Yes.
Getting used to jerking the person's body
Yeah.
up, even gently moving them offline, and because you're going in hard with the jerk, but he'll often point out half the time do that same thing, but more gentle, because they expect a hard jerk.
Yes.
And then when you go like that,
Yeah, you
like,
move
what
me
the hell
offline.
is happening?
Yeah, you moving me offline,
Yeah.
and what you're doing is you're loading me up. You're getting me off balance. You know what I find, and I shout out to my Japanese jiu-jitsu coach. Kuzushi. You know this word?
Yes.
If you don't have Kuzushi,
You have nothing.
You have nothing. The moment you off balance your opponent, no matter what style or art, you got him.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
off balancing can mean, it can mean zoning and hitting. It could mean a gentle push over to the side, load
that's
them up
actually
and hit.
horrible.
It can
That
be.
sucks
It
when it
is.
happens
It is
in a
because
fight.
you're moving
Yeah.
someone off, right? And so that's where all this stuff, all this push hand stuff comes into play, because your senses are learning about off balancing, so you can learn all this kind of stuff. You learn how to get the guy off balance with, and this whole idea. Again, shout out to Kelvin Chung, who got this thing in my mind. Triangle of balance, right? Okay, go in a stance, this kind of stance. You're very strong here. You know what I'm gonna do. You're very strong here, but you're not strong here, and you're not strong here, right? So ideally, as a martial artist, we always want to get that person
those
off.
angles.
Yeah, and all these arts do that.
Yes.
In Muay Thai, they turn to get the guy off balance. Triangle balance, they want to get it this way, right?
One thing
Foot sweeps, they want to get the guy off this way.
You want to take that balance away. That's the whole game. The whole game is trying to take that person's balance
That's
and
it.
get the dominant position.
Every art.
And what I
Yeah.
will say that I like about guys who train traditional seriously is they usually figure that part out a little faster than the guys who only hop into the sports stuff.
Yes.
I've noticed that. The sports guys, they figure it out. I'm just saying that before someone in the comments is like, we know it too. I know you do. That's not the point. The point is the guy who maybe did Wing Chun and understood push hands and then comes into the clinch, he's gonna they usually end up finding those smooth angles maybe a little bit faster. Like there's a lot of stuff, well, I noticed with the traditional arts, they'll focus on like a certain set of principles that they're really good at. And then when you blend it in, like with the cross training and find all these other things, it's like a little bit of a extra little push or superpower. Like you had special tutoring that one part of the art, didn't you? We've been here forever. We've been here for a long time. We had a seminar first, and then his video, my video.
Yeah.
I mean, mainly, I know you're traveling around, you're doing seminars. I see that's something you're doing often. How often do you come out here to the U.S.?
Well, I was telling Sensei Jeff, I used to come out to the U.S. quite a bit before. So I came to New York a couple of times. I went to Philadelphia and Connecticut. Have you heard of Tritac Martial Arts? Matt Briers?
The name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful gym in Connecticut.
Okay.
He's a Japanese jiu-jitsu guy, but he produces MMA fighters and this and that. Anyway, I went there. So I used to, since 2019, I used to travel like about at least once a year to the US. And then 2022, 23, I used to come a lot. But I focus on training more now, so I don't travel as much. But I love it here, man. I'd love to come again.
I only ask because I feel like what you do would be beneficial. My hope is over time.
Yeah.
I don't want the karate to die as a martial art for people like adults. Like I see it, it'll be there for kids. But I want serious people who are really into it to expand and grow. And I feel like the way how both of us are trying to talk about the martial arts, especially the traditional stuff, is necessary for its growth. So I think it'd be great, if anyone is interested in what you do. Also, I don't have shirts yet, but he has really nice shirts. So I'm gonna shout that out real quick. If you want to go, I'm sure it's a website. Let me know. Give me a link. I'll put it below.
Yeah, karateunity.ca.
Okay.
And then Karate Unity at YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
So find his stuff, follow him, like, subscribe, all that stuff for him and me if this is your first time on this channel too.
Strike Team Official, man. Strike Team Official.
I'll have both of our stuff down below. I appreciate it. Again, he did a phenomenal seminar. I noticed when you were doing the seminar, you made sure you were checking the fundamentals of everything. You were really doing a really good job just generally as a teacher. And I think that's when you're going to a seminar, because I know what you had planned to do, you looked, you saw what was needed to be done, you adjusted on the fly, you made those changes, and I think that's really good for someone who's teaching a seminar. So if you are interested, I just want to let that be known that I approve.
Thanks, brother.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's go get food, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna eat.
Woo!
We actually have a condition around here.
Oh, don't you dare. We're not even, no.